Another news story. UPS announced plans to cut 12,000 jobs this year amid a slowdown in delivery volume. A plan the shipping giant says could save the company $1 billion. The daily average shipping volume is down 7.4% domestically, the company reported during a company earning call Tuesday, and there has been an 8.3% decrease in domestic shipping. UPS announced its fourth quarter revenue was 24.9 billion, down 7.8% from 27 billion the year before. Amid the declining revenue and job cuts, the company also reported returning 7.6 billion to shareholders through dividends and stock buybacks. The move comes less than 6 months after the Teamsters Union ratified a new contract with UPS to avert a strike over the summer. 2023 was a unique and quite candidly difficult and disappointing year. We experienced declines in volume, revenue, and operating profits in all three of our business segments. Tomei also announced, UPS CEO Carol Tomei said Tuesday, Tomei also announced that UPS would ask employees to return to the office 5 days a week this year, and said the company is exploring options to sell its highly cynical freight brokerage business, Coyote. Shares of the package delivery company slid in early trading following the announcement. What is there to even say? I mean, it feels like it's just becoming routine to have companies announce they're going to get rid of hundreds or thousands of people. But you think to yourself, they have, what is this? They made 24 billion. And like, yeah, it's down from 27 billion, but it's not like they're at risk of going bankrupt. I'm sure there's plenty of businesses much smaller that would be completely happy to have only made 24 billion. And I just can't buy the idea that in still turning a profit that was over several, was it 2 dozen billion, they couldn't keep these people. That was just, that's too much of a stretch. So because our profits went down 7%, we have to let go of over 10,000 individuals. And they said, the lady's like, oh, this was a unique and quite candidly difficult and disappointing year. Declines in volume, revenue, and operating profits. Well, maybe that's because people just aren't ordering things anymore for the simple fact that stuff is costing too much. Whether you're talking about gas prices, when things become too costly and people can get out of not having to keep buying it, that's what they're going to do. There's a lot of people who may like things online or things that they order from various places, but if they can't afford it, they're going to say to hell with it. And clearly, even with the 7% decline, I still don't believe UPS is like, about to start asking for donations. I mean, these people are in response to making 24 billion, company fires 12,000 people. Only in the modern era would that be something that's considered normal. So I'm not kidding. It feels like every time we turn around, there's some company that's just getting rid of a loads of individuals. And I saw one CNN article about it when I went on their website. But let's be honest, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, not a single one is going to be running stories about, oh my God, thousands of people had their jobs taken from them because some billion-dollar company didn't make as many billions this year. Crimea River billion-dollar company. Where's your compassion for your supposedly valuable employees that truly, if they weren't working for you, couldn't make any profits? You won't see this covered there, and that's really a sad part of the state of our media, that there are labor issues going on when companies fire dozens of people, or excuse me, if it was dozens, it wouldn't be as big of an emergency. If it fired thousands of people like that, it should be all over the news. But they get away with this stuff because there's not, when you have a public that's unaware of these types of things happening, companies get to treat the people that work for them like garbage. If you work for UPS or really any of these other major conglomerates, you're nothing. You're just a peon. You are an expendable piece of trash that they feel like they can just throw around whenever they want to. When the profits aren't as high as they would like, you get to say goodbye. And I really despise that about the modern employer. Um, Again, if they lost a considerable amount, a quarter, half, right? I'd be a little bit, because I know I'm not insane to think that insane enough to think that they wouldn't have to cut back some resources in response to a major withdrawal or fall, but 7% for them is like nothing. Like, you still made over $20 billion. So it's nuts.